Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of The Haunting Hour Season 2. The last episode that we watched was Dreamcatcher, which, I'm not gonna lie, was kind of creepy. So the story in general was very much a rip-off of A Nightmare on Elm Street. There was people that couldn't go to sleep without this protection thing, but when they went to sleep, if they didn't have this protection thing, this Dreamcatcher guy would come and kill them. But what was really cool about it, what was really cool and really quite creepy, was the Dreamcatcher himself. He looked really good. Like, even when we just saw his face, and it was the white with the contacts and the teeth, it looked quite creepy. But then when you saw him in his full body shape, awful. Especially for people like me with arachnophobia, because he was kind of like a human spider-ish. He had spider qualities in terms of he captured you in a spider web, but then he had like these super long black legs, and the way he moved was awful. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it because it was really well done, and that's what I really liked about it. It was so good for that, but just in general, it was just kind of creepy, and I really enjoyed the episode overall. Not as didn't fill me with dread as much as the Scarecrow one did, but this was quite a cool, just isolated horror one with a good little twist at the end. This episode is called The Most Evil Sorcerer Part 1. And I am intrigued by this one because it's another two-parter. So the two parts we've had so far in the show were Really You, awesome two-parter. I believe that was my favourite of the season 1. I'm pretty sure that's what I ranked at number 1 of season 1. Then we had Scary Mary, which was a great two-parter for season 1. That was the finale. And that was actually another really strong two-parter. Loved it. Then we had Creature Feature, which was the start of series 2. Which was really good, really enjoyable. I don't think as strong as the other two-parters, but also it had a really good concept, really well done, executed, the pacing was good. So this is the fourth two-parter of The Haunting Hour. And so far, they've done really good two-parters. I'm hoping it's the same with this one. The Most Evil Sorcerer, the title says to me that maybe it's going to be about either someone who becomes the worst sorcerer in terms of someone really evil, or there's an evil sorcerer from history that they bring back to life somehow, or that he's trapped somewhere and they bring him back and he starts to create havoc. Something like that. Let's jump into the episode to find out what it's about. If you enjoyed the video, please leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Subscribe to my channel for the rest of Season 2 of The Haunting Hour, and there's a Patreon link down below if you want to help support the channel. Let's jump into The Haunting Hour Season 2, Episode 13? 13? Season 2, Episode 13 of The Haunting Hour, The Most Evil Sorcerer Part 1. Ooh, maybe it's one that's taking place. Oh, spiders. Taking place in the past.
You'll do nicely.
Oh, it's her. She was in an episode of Supernatural.
Well, let's see. I've got valerian root.
And maybe she's one of this as well.
Hawk's feathers, slugs, toads, and everything else Margola needs to do with sorcery. Well, not that he ever notices how hard I work.
Oh, so they work for a sorcerer.
Stop that.
An evil one?
I don't have enough berries to make him a pie as it is.
Venio, Maltasius, Replit.
It didn't work.
What are you doing?
A seeking spell. So I can find you some more of these.
Oh, I thought he was going to replicate them.
I know Margolin didn't teach you that magic. Have you been spying on him at his work table again?
Oh.
How else am I supposed to learn? I'm his apprentice for 2 years, and he hasn't taught me a single spell.
I feel like someone's going to turn
Why?
into an evil
Why do I have to just
sorcerer.
keep waiting and waiting when he just gets meaner every day?
Please, Ned, don't let Margolin catch you trying magic. With his temper.
Hello.
The Forest of Timrod.
Forest of Timrod.
I didn't realize we'd walk this far.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever gone in?
No.
Do it. Do it.
It's full of trolls, fire lizards, and henge beasts.
This is a cute little cabin in the woods.
Margolin should be pleased.
Should I?
It's my guy
There's no
inside.
food on the table, no fire in the hearth, because you two are running about the countryside.
Sir, you sent us to the field.
Well, for me, he's Sam Fisher.
Remember?
Oh, remember indeed. But half a day, I could dispatch a tortoise to work with more rapidity than you two. But
Nasty.
perhaps you weren't working. What were they saying about me behind my back?
I don't like this guy.
I wasn't at the village.
Because he does have magic powers.
Cut clucking away like some gossiping little hen.
Sir, please.
Jesus.
There's no reason to be angry with Sarah. She's always obedient and quiet as a mouse.
Oh God. What a nasty man.
Now you see,
He's awful.
if this tongue has been lying to me, it will ignite.
But it hasn't because she's not been lying to you, so. Feel bad now, dear? Yeah, you realising that she wasn't.
No betrayal here.
No, but you had to go to that length to prove it. Not bad.
Well, he wanted back. Open your gob.
You okay?
I'm sorry he's so cruel.
He's awful.
You're the one I'm not happy with. When you talk back, it only aggravates him.
He was hurting you.
And then you made it worse.
Yeah. But also,
Sorcerer needs a spell to turn his wine into
it's
mules.
complicated. Like, do you just put up with it?
Sarah.
Or if you're talking about makes it worse?
Magic isn't the answer to everything.
No, killing that dude's the answer to everything.
It was the last time the villagers brought me up a side of beef for a good frying pan.
Maybe if you weren't so
Perhaps,
awful.
sir, they're afraid you'll hex them.
Yes.
Like that one farmer who brought you that pig.
Pig. That scrawny little runt. It was an insult to the art of making magic.
I hope he gets killed.
I mean, do they think it's easy, this thing I do? I mean, the conjuring of spells and potions. I mean, am I supposed to dole out magic to every sniveling imbecile that walks past my door?
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, hello.
Look, the food is turning into snakes.
What happened? Did you cast a spell?
That was a weird cut. I'm presuming that was an advert break.
Only an imbecile could turn his own supper into serpents. No, this is the meddling of some other sorcerer.
The boy? The girl? Maybe she's secretly learning magic.
Yes. Yes. Come on.
Who's it gonna be? Can we see it?
Letter G.
G.
I should have known.
What's the girl? Griselda?
Boy, my pages of spells.
See, I think if he calls him boy,
Why, sir?
she's probably called girl.
Griselda.
So
Griselda is
G
a
for girl, maybe.
sorceress I once had the misfortune of knowing.
Or this is just I'm thinking way too much into it.
Step back. One now.
And it's Griselda.
She always used the most elaborate gestures to summon her powers. I taught her better than that.
She was your apprentice.
Indeed. I made the mistake of teaching her the craft of magic when she was a better than adequate servant. With time, though, she thought her powers rivaled mine, and she challenged me to a duel of magic. Can you imagine? After I defeated her, I conjured up a spell that banished her to the forest of Timron.
It's an awful place.
Yes, indeed.
I'm hoping it's the girl, 'cause that'd be a really good twist.
I must be prepared.
He said, if you just taught me some spells, I could help you.
You could help me.
Maybe.
I barely trust you to cover with forest grubs and maggots. But you make magic?
But I'm your apprentice. You're supposed to teach me magic. Come on, we're leaving.
Run away?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Margolin would hex my father and sisters in the village.
You won't get the chance to.
So why is she here?
Trust me. We have to find the sorceress, Griselda. We're gonna help her.
Betray
Oh.
Margolin?
What has he done to deserve our loyalty?
This could be
You want
bad.
her to teach you the craft.
Yes, I do. But if Griselda defeats Margolin, he can't hurt your father or your sisters.
But to find her,
I know.
The forest. Do it. Do it.
Ned.
Hello. Nothing's in the forest.
Infinitio. Girl!
Sweet girl. G. Hello.
What if Griselda isn't here? She doesn't want to be found.
Something's after you, though.
We'll have to keep looking.
Is that trolls? I want to see them. They're quite creepy.
We're going to die here.
No, we just need to try and sleep.
I can't. I'm too scared.
But we just need to think about something nice to ease our minds.
It's gotta be really scary if you're like lost in the, properly lost in the woods, especially in a forest where there's like goblins and trolls, whatever.
If you could
witches.
have one wish, any wish, what would it be?
Let's go back to a family, I presume.
To have a little cottage
Oh.
in the village. A place where no one's ever beaten or their tongue removed.
I like this relationship. They're cute. Be careful. Shove off your hand.
Ned?
Sounds like pigs.
Is it a Henja beast?
If he charges, you run.
That's Griselda.
Domesticus bestium marcadai.
You tamed the Hendra beast. She must be the sorceress.
Yes, I am Griselda.
Okay. Hello. Wow. Okay, guys, that was my reaction to The Haunting Hour Season 2, Episode 13, The Most Evil Sorcerer Part 1. And that was unexpected, I'd say, because, I don't know, it's just, there's not very often in these shows where they spend, like, the whole episode, it's, like, set in the past. Obviously, it's not specified any particular year or time period or anything like that, but it's clear that it's not in modern times, like the rest of the show is, which initially I was a bit dubious about because I don't really watch a lot of historical things. Maybe the closest you're going to get is like Game of Thrones, which I watched, but I don't tend to watch a lot of historical shows or things not set in like modern times. It's just not my kind of genre normally, but I enjoyed it because it was quite a small story, at least so far, and it wasn't about this huge like world that they live in. It was very much just about this little setup in the cabin in the woods. So it could have been in modern times, it could have been in olden times, but it was quite cool. I just liked the setting of it and how it all felt, and the clothes and the atmosphere, the cabin all looked really cool. And we met our three main characters as the boy, the girl called Sarah. I don't know if they ever caught the boy's name, I don't remember it, but there's the boy and the girl who live with this sorcerer in the woods. Now, they said they work for him. He's like a sorcerer's apprentice or something like that, but he never teaches them magic, and he's awful to them, so I'm not really sure why they're there. I'm guessing they're there to, like, give him food and wine, but I wonder if they're ever going into the details of why, like, do the parents offer them up to this sorcerer, and they pay them somehow, or do people have to, like, apply for the I don't really know, like, why they're there. I know why they're there in terms of it helps him because he's lazy and doesn't want to do anything by himself, but if he's so awful to families willing to give their children up to work for him, something, I know I'm thinking way too much into it, but this is the kind of things I think about. But yeah, so they both work for this awful sorcerer guy played by Michael Ironside. He's really bad, like really abusive and terrible, and like they were a bit late home at one point, and he's like, where have you been today? Have you been gossiping in the village? And to prove that he's right, which he wasn't, he took out someone's tongue and did a spell on it, and if you're lying, the tongue's going to burst into flames and turn to ash. Obviously, they weren't lying, so it didn't do that. but he was that awful that that's the way he thought was appropriate to do to a child. And so it's no wonder he's got enemies. His old apprentice Griselda, something like that, he believes is the one that's turned his food into snakes and is after him, because when he did the potion, the spell, it came with the letter G. Now, I said it in the episode, I'll say it again, I've got a theory. I've got two theories. One that I've got multiple theories, right? One is that I don't think Griselda's behind it. I think that's too obvious. It could be, it absolutely could be, but I think that's too obvious. Two, what I think is the most likely, is that G stands for girl. Because he says boy, girl, so G might be girl, and she's actually secretly hiding the fact that she can do magic, and she wants revenge on him because he's awful. Or three, the boy's name begins with a G, but we don't really know. If we know what it is and I've forgotten, or we don't know, and it's that. But I think the most likely option is that it's girl, or it could just be that it's Griselda, and I'm just thinking way too much into it, which, you know, hello. But that would be a good little twist, I think, because she's come across as this really innocent girl who kind of scolded the boy for doing magic that he wasn't taught, and how the sorcerer was going to get annoyed with him for doing all this magic, but maybe secretly she's doing it as well, and she's the one that's trying to get to him. Something like that, maybe. I do wonder. But I like the episode so far. Towards the end, obviously, they escaped and went into the forest. That's a place that they shouldn't go because there's trolls and other creatures back there. And right at the end, Griselda saved them from the troll, the beast, something beast, henna beast, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called. And she's there. I don't have a ton to say about the story as a whole because, like I say, whenever I watch a two-parter, it's not complete yet, so I can't judge it on its like satisfactory ending, how much I enjoyed the character growth or anything like that. But so far, what I've seen, I liked. I enjoyed the setting. I liked the boy and the girl. I think their relationship's really nice. I think they're quite supportive of each other, quite sweet together. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see if it turns out if this witch is the one that's doing this, or if there is a twist to it, and just where the next episode takes it and concludes the two-parter. Not my favourite two-parter so far, but I did really enjoy it. Let me know down below what you thought of the episode, Season 2, Episode 13 of The Haunting Hour, The Most Evil Sorcerer, Part 1. Yeah, excited for Part 2. Let's go. As always, guys, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the video, leave some comments down below, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and take a look at the Patreon link down below to help support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all next week for the second part of the two-parter. Bye, guys. Stay safe.